What's up, guys? So the biggest indicator of health anxiety or hypochondria, this is a very important video. Guys, I think a lot of you can get a lot out of this and relate to this. So make sure you stick around to the end. Go ahead and smash that like button down below. You know how we do it on this channel. You are ready to kick anxiety to the butt. And if you are ready, hit the like button. So leave me a comment throughout this video as well. Let me know in your own opinion, in your own words, what was the biggest indicator of health anxiety in your life or somebody else's life? What was something that you observed in somebody else that had health anxiety? What did they do? Okay, so there are lots of indicators and indications of health anxiety out there. Lots of signs, if you will, symptoms, behaviors. But guys, the biggest one in my opinion is this total lack of regard for statistics, numbers, percentages. Total lack of respect and regard for those. And guys, going back to my first panic attack, lasted 6 hours, thought I was having a heart attack, looked up the symptoms, and the problem is that the symptoms mimic panic attack symptoms. I was terrified. I was so scared. It was so embedded up here like that. Now, I do think this was brewing for a while in my subconscious mind. It had been brewing. Subconsciously, I was worried about my unhealthy lifestyle catching up to me. But whenever I had this first symptom of anxiety, it freaked me out. So eventually, during that panic attack, I'm looking up risk factors. I'm typing in my age, my habits, all this stuff. And guys, you would not believe, even with my habits at the age of 20, how low the odds were to have a heart attack. I was smoking like a choo-choo train. I was eating processed food. I wasn't working out. I wasn't active in that way. I was horribly negative thinker. I was drinking every single day. I had like the worst factors. But I was 20 years old. I put in my height, I put in my weight and everything, and this spit out a number of something like 0.001%. Now guys, I was so scared. The symptoms were so scary. It felt so real that immediately I pushed that 0.001 size statistic aside and assumed that I was that 0.001 percentage. That's unbelievable. How irrational is that, right? Guys, the odds are so low. And I had people coming at me from 10 years old to even 20, claiming that they've had a heart attack. Guys, even if you're in your late 20s, the odds are so low. So low. A lot of really bad lifestyle, body weight, and some luck also has to go into you having something like that. The numbers are incredibly low. They're not impossible, but they're incredibly low. And whenever we focus on us being that 0.001%, regardless of what disease it is, that's a huge indication right off the bat that we don't care about reality, we don't care about numbers, we don't care about reassurance as much. We're so scared and we're so fearful in our minds that we push that aside. Now flash forward a little bit. I started to get my reassurance appointments that I tell you guys to do, which you should. Get all your testing done at the same time in the beginning. Pay for it then. Don't drag this out over months and years like I did. Get everything done at once. It's going to save you a lot of money. It's going to save you a lot of headaches. So do that. I would get my reassurance. The doctor's sitting there telling me, look, there's nothing wrong with you, bro. Your blood's fine. There's no abnormalities. Your EKG's great. Everything I did was great. He's like, I'm telling you, it's anxiety, and please believe me. And I would feel good. I'd feel good. I'd leave that doctor's office, you know, little jump in my step. I was excited. I was like, yeah, man, I've been needing that. But at the time, I didn't understand anxiety or health anxiety, for that matter. I didn't realize that even though my conscious mind was feeling good at the moment, I hadn't handled my anxiety root causes or my factors that led to me having panic disorder and health anxiety. I was still living horribly. So my anxiety didn't just magically go away because I got reassurance. And I try to explain that to you guys. That's just the first step. You have to keep working on it. You have to fix your root causes. I didn't get that the symptoms were going to keep happening. I thought that just because I would figure out that there was nothing wrong, that my head would stop making these symptoms happen. No, I still have anxiety problems. I still have issues going on up there. Those aren't going to go away magically unless I do something about them. I don't know how many times I had to go to the doctor and then get my testing done, and I'd be good for a day or two, and then by that third or fourth day, I'm literally thinking that they missed something. Like, guys, the odds of that are tremendously low. But if you're deep into health anxiety, those numbers don't matter. Those statistics don't matter. Reassurance is hard to come by, even when you got multiple tests done and there's doctors right in your face. That's the cold, hard truth and reality of somebody that deals with hypochondria or health anxiety. And my heart goes out to you guys. I know what it was like. I dealt with that for 5 years. But I think we have to take a step back and just realize how irrational this is. When it comes to recovery, you have to realize this. You're gonna have some good days. When you start putting a couple of them good days together, that's great. When you're doing all the tips that I tell you, like the meditation and journaling and eating right, make sure that you're getting the right nutrients that you need, working on your root causes, you're still gonna have bad days. Your subconscious has not healed, and that takes time. That time is different for everybody. Depends on how hard you go with this, or what you do, what stuff you do first and then next and then last. That matters too. Somebody's recovery can be a month and a half. Some people's recovery can be 5 years. Mine was a little bit over a year. It is anywhere from a month before or a month after a year, somewhere in that time period, give or take a month. That's a long time for me, but I was going through a bunch of things. The panic disorder and the health anxiety together was just devastating for me. But then I developed social anxiety and depression after. This made things even much more difficult. Also, in the beginning of my recovery, I didn't handle my bad days good. You have to handle those good. Smile and brush it off and realize that I just put together 3 good days, so I'm heading in the right direction. Today can suck and these symptoms can happen, but you do have a choice on how you react to those. You have a choice of being fearful or not. It's difficult. It's easier said than done. I'm going to tell you that. I didn't have health anxiety for 5 years for no reason. It's hard. It's hard. It's difficult. Guys, the things that you need to be doing is get your reassurance from the doctor first. Trust the doctors. Then work on your root causes, whatever that may be. It's going to be different for everybody. Explore those. You can explore those with journaling and meditation. There's a meditation journal down below in that description box. Combines journaling and meditation. If you don't know how to do them, they teach you how to do it and they put it in one. Amazing. I'll put the review that I did over at the end of this video. Some of you are overlooking and counting out journaling and meditation like you put it in your mind you're not going to do it. Well, good luck with that, because they help tremendously. They'll at least speed up the process. Next thing, guys, that I didn't even take advantage of was therapy and counseling. Sometimes you need a different perspective, even from different perspective from me, but from somebody else, guys. I didn't take advantage of therapy. I wish I would have. See, I didn't think I had enough money. I didn't like to drive or go anywhere because I had panic disorder, so I was always having panic attacks in the car. Also, guys, there weren't a lot of options. I live in a small city. Well, BetterHelp, which is an online therapy site, something that I support in my videos, something that I wish I would have had whenever I was going through this. There are thousands of therapists to choose from, so you can find the one that's perfect for you. Okay? It's a lot cheaper. So guys, even if you don't have health insurance or anything like that, it's still going to be cheap for you. And guys, literally you can do it from your couch. You can do it anywhere because you can do it from your phone or your laptop. So that's so convenient. So if you haven't taken advantage of any of those resources, make sure you go do it. Make sure that you're doing the right things every day. You can't give up. You can't ease up a little bit, because the minute that you do that, anxiety is going to take over the reins again, and it's going to start working you. It's going to start running you. You got to be in charge. You got to make the rules. Subconscious mind is still going to play around and try to sneak back in there, but you got to be the one that's mature about it and like, yeah, you can keep doing your thing, but I'm going to keep pushing forward. I hope this video served as motivation, guys. Please like this video if you got anything out of it. And again, leave me a comment down below and let me know, what was the biggest indicator of health anxiety in your life or somebody else's life that you've seen? Let me know down below. Join that Facebook group, guys. It's a great online support group. We're close to 1,800 members. It's growing pretty quickly. A lot of like-minded people. You can get a lot out of that. So make sure that you check out that group. If you haven't already, Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram is another great place to get my videos and other stuff. So make sure that you join those if you haven't. I'll see you over there, so check that out. subscribe, guys. And I know many of you that are watching are subscribed, but there is something that you might not have done. That's the notification bell next to it. That's going to be down below. Make sure that you hit that bell, because YouTube only allows 10% of my subscribers to get notified when I put out a video. Unless they've hit that bell, then you'll get everything. So guys, that's going to help you out, going to help me out. So if you have subscribed but you haven't hit that bell, make sure that you do that. Thank you so much, guys. I hope some of you were touched today, are motivated or pushed to go in the right direction with your recovery. Keep being strong, keep fighting.